Uptown Tuner here. I'm sure this has been shown many times, but this is one of the small motorcycle type batteries, and it does not come ready to run. In many cases, you've got the battery acid right here, and you've got to install it and let it sit and prep and bleed for about an hour. Let's see what these instructions say. It says add acid, then charge battery. See owner's manual. Add acid, stand by 1 hour, and then charge. Well, I don't necessarily know how important charging is, but maybe it actually extends the battery life. Sometimes that's the case with batteries. Sometimes the more you know, the better things work out for you. But most of the time I've just filled it and then stuck it in the bike or whatever and let that charge it, because it normally has enough right out the gate. But we're going to test that in this video. So this cap you have to keep because you're going to seal the battery back up with it, but you have to take it off initially, and then instead of putting it sticker side forward, I'm going to put it this side forward so you can see it. Now it punctures itself. You don't have to take all those individual caps off, but you don't want to take that all the way off, but sometimes you can move it around just a little bit to get it flowing, and you see it's flowing very well. Now I'm going to grab a voltmeter, and if it's anything over 12.4, we're in real good shape. Source voltage. Shake it out a little bit more and let it all get down in there. And even though it's all the way out, I'm just gonna let it sit there because why not? We're gonna grab the voltmeter and we'll see what she's pumping. So this power probe works as a voltmeter, and literally just took the time to go grab it and came back. And if you'll notice, it's a little bit hard to see, but I'm at 12.7. I didn't even let it sit for 5 minutes so far. 12.7 volts, so we're in good shape. But I'm still not gonna jump the gun and put the cap on, because it's gonna bleed a little bit better. It needs to completely fill the plates and everything. Does this thing have a bleeder hole on it somewhere? It is a sealed AGM battery, so that's probably why it says to wait 1 full hour. I think the bleeder cap is probably right up here. Folks, that's how you fill your battery, your lead acid AGM. This one's a Power Sport AGM absorb glass mat battery. So I finally got the electric start all wired up. I bought this thing with the electric start hooked up here, but let me roll it out here so I can show you. This part was installed, but the electrical part was not. So he had been jump starting it off that post. So I had to buy a battery that I just showed, and I installed it in the air box and mounted the relay on top and everything. I still have to fix this fuel line because it's almost kinked, and the pilot jet might be clogged up. I need to go through the jetting, and whenever the suspension goes down kind of far, it's hitting those fork guards, and also that rear tire the chain is hitting. So